How's everyone doing? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nathan. I'm a certified Hyundai salesperson. Right now I have the 7th generation Sonata. This is the model year 2021. This vehicle right here has caused a lot of uproar for a lot of reasons, but I will go from top to bottom, the things that I think make this vehicle so valuable in its class and compared to its competitors. So first, I'm going to start off with just the looks of the car. And then two, I'm gonna go into kind of like a mixed segment where we go over the safety, the technology, and also the interior of the car. And then I'm gonna go under the hood. And then finally, I'm gonna talk a little bit about where it stands with its competitors. In between all this stuff, I'll drop in a little bit of facts. So if you're a little bit curious about this car, or you just wanna see some nice B-roll footage of the car, stick around. We got a lot of information coming for you. And here it is, guys. This model really took off in 2020. A lot of people were just calling in saying, wow, I really like the new style. Like, what's going on with those headlights? So these daytime running lights, when they're not on, really look chrome, and it's really really accentuates this chrome line that goes actually all the way down the side of the car and wraps around the A pillar, the B pillar, and the C pillar. So it's kind of like a line that starts at the front cascading grille right here, all the way down the side of the car. And that one has really caught the attention of a lot of people. And honestly, in this color, this is the quartz white. My personal favorite is the shimmering silver. I know I probably shouldn't have a personal favorite, but my other favorite would be the stormy sea. But there are a lot of great colors that go in it. I do believe that this color plus the shimmering silver are personally very sophisticated, and it fits the car really well. And that's one of the things that Hyundai has said that they're going for. They're going for a sophisticated look here. And they want this car to be able to have all the bells and whistles as far as technology goes, but they don't also want to sacrifice any of the sportiness. So they've made this car lower, they've made it wider, and they've made it longer. So will this car actually stack up to be the sophisticated and sporty vehicle that Hyundai is aiming to achieve here? All right, guys. This car does, on the inside, at least feel sophisticated. As far as sportiness, I'm not sure if I'm really getting sportiness. That's probably more so something you would get when you're actually driving the car. But let's talk a little bit about the interior of the car and some of the things that are, maybe making a bit of a scene as well. First off, I'm going to have to say this gear shifter right here. This is all wirelessly, electronically controlled right here. Now, Hyundai is claiming that this actually saves you some gas, and it actually makes smoother transitions between gears, and it's actually going to increase your fuel economy. For me, it makes it feel a little bit weird hopping in the car. And also, I've noticed that, just particularly when an older generation comes in and they're maybe like a baby boomer, I think that's what they call them, and when they come in and they try to drive this car, this can be really weird. I mean, for me, it can be really weird too. And also the parking brake, which we'll get some footage of that, but the parking brake is also in an interesting location. It's just different. It's just different. So that's something to keep in mind when you go to get a test drive. Just keep in mind that this car is built differently. Quite literally. Now let's talk about some of the safety and some of the technology that goes into this car. Now, all the standard equipment is going to come with lane keep assistance, which is pretty standard for a lot of cars these days. I do really like Hyundai's. I've driven Nissan, I've driven Mazda. I do really like Hyundai's lane keep assistance. They're also going to have front collision avoidance assistance. So that's if you're getting too close to the car in front of you, that'll help you. Now, what this car has that many of its competitors do not, I don't know if any other competitor has it, is rear occupancy alert. So when you get out of the car, it's going to always tell you on your cluster right there, like, hey, check your back seats, because apparently babies get left in the back of the car. I don't know if hopefully that doesn't happen. Actually, my cousin got left in his car. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but Raymond's in the back there shaking his head or nodding his head. All right, so if you bump up to the SEL, we're actually driving an SEL right now with no packages. This is going to be the most popular car for this trim. Is going to be the Sonata SEL. Now, if you bump yourself to the SEL, you're also going to get blind spot collision avoidance assistance. Now, that's huge. If anyone's in your blind spot and you're trying to make a turn into that blind spot, it's going to make you like, it's going to bump you away using the same technology that it does for the lane keep assistance. It's going to make sure you get out of that. Now, it's also got safe exit warning. Now, what is that? This is also one of those kind of like interesting safety technologies. I don't know how often they'll actually come into play, but the safe exit warning. And that's if somebody's in your back seat, you're driving in the city, let's say, and you've parked your car, you've parallel parked your car, and someone in the back seat is trying to open their door. Now, the idea is that the people in the back seat don't really have as good of a vision on the side lane as the people in the front, because we got the side view mirrors. So basically, if a car's coming behind and when that rear occupant opens the door and they're at risk of getting hit by that car coming by, it's going to stop that. It's going to not allow that to happen. So that's what they're calling safe exit warning. So that's what you get on this trim, which is the SEL. Now, if you bump up to the SEL Plus and higher in the Limited, you're also going to get highway driving assistance, which is great. On the Limited, you're going to get a 360 camera, and you're also going to get the blind spot monitor on your cluster. So you've probably seen that in some other videos when you go to put on your blinker and the blind spot actually pops up on the cluster right there. That comes in the Limited right here. Now, what else comes on this vehicle? We're gonna talk about the digital key a little bit more, some of the hands-free trunk that comes on this vehicle, which is really great. I mean, it comes on the SCL, which is the most popular trim. It's the trim up. It's a very aggressively price pointed car. So this is you get a lot of car you get the best bang for your buck on this car, and yeah, so I'm gonna step out of the vehicle and I'm gonna actually demo the smart trunk for you. It's like magic. This is a massive cargo space in the trunk right here. I don't know about how many Nathans it'll fit, but I mean, I can set up camp in here for about, yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, go ahead. You know what? I was actually thinking that there's enough room in there. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a button in there in case you ever get kidnapped. You're fine. But yeah, there's probably enough room for 2 Nathans, maybe a Nathan and a Raymond. Oh, oh! Best trunk review ever. All right, I do want to mention that on the SCL, we're not getting Raymond's favorite feature, which is the panoramic sunroof. I couldn't figure out the word there for a second. But yeah, this vehicle has the capability of getting a panoramic sunroof. We'll definitely get some footage of that for you, so you can see that. But it's basically a sunroof that stretches all the way across the back. There's also the ability to get a heads-up display in this vehicle as well. I really like the SEL package because it is so versatile. You do get a lot of options in this one. And if you do bump yourself up to a convenience package or a technology package, you're going to get a lot more options as well. But this one comes standard with smart cruise control, which is radar controlled, which is great. I mean, it also has a rear view monitor or a backup camera, which is standard. If you do choose to get a tech package though, you're going to get a 10.25-inch touch screen, which is really nice. You're also going to get, if you get the tech package, Bose sound system, which is really awesome. In this car, you're getting standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and actually on the 2021, they've added wireless, which is really, really amazing. Wireless Android Auto, it was just about time that they did that. On the SEL, you're getting BlueLink. BlueLink is really, really cool, and actually, I'm going to show you guys some footage of BlueLink in one of my videos. I actually have it downloaded for my car, so one of these videos I will show you BlueLink, but basically it's satellite control for your car. You can remote start, remote stop, you can unlock, you can lock your car, you can blare your horns. Like, let's say you're sitting at a restaurant and some creep is looking at your car. You can set off the alarm manually on your phone, like, and it'll just scare him away, or, yeah. The great thing I really like about BlueLink is that when you remote start, you can actually warm up your car. You can heat up your car. So, like, it's winter's coming around. If you want to start up your car from home and control the climate, you can do that all from your phone, which is super, super cool. Before we get to the next segment, I just want to talk about the legroom back here. Now the legroom is best in its class. This is just like super, I mean, you can see I'm just super relaxed. I'm slouched back here, and it's just a really nice, comfortable feeling. And I can't recommend it enough. If you want this car for friends and family, go ahead and bring your friends in and have them sit in the car with you and ask them if they love it. They will. Y'all ready for this? Now that's a huge deal. That's a huge deal, because formerly we had those sticks that you would hold up the bonnet or the hood. That's a big deal. It's like, this is like Tokyo Drift style right here. All right, this beautiful SmartStream GDI engine is 2.5 liters. This is a 4-cylinder. As opposed to the turbo variant that Sonata is offering, is a 1.6 liter engine with a dynamic turbo. This is producing 191 horsepower and 181 foot-pounds of torque. This car, in comparison to the Honda Accord, has a little bit less horsepower, and it's getting the torque at a later range and the horsepower at a later range as well. So what does that mean exactly? This one might feel a little bit slower than the Honda Accord. We're talking about the Honda Accord Sport, and this is the SEL. Those are more, I would say, direct competitors. But it's such a marginal difference that it's hard to really say what would. I haven't done the weight analysis on it too, and it would really depend on if you have groceries in the car or not. I do believe they're pretty much head to head. This is getting 31 combined miles per gallon, so on average you're getting about 31 miles per gallon, which is really great, and you're getting that because it's a 4-cylinder and not a 6-cylinder engine. This one picks up really fast, and it is very, very smooth as far as driving goes. All right, let's talk a little bit more about the differences between the Sonata and some of its competitors. Now these are 17-inch rims right here, which are standard on the SEL. On the Honda Accord Sport, you're gonna get 19-inch rims. Now, whether that's a big difference for you, you can decide for yourself. But I personally like these rims, and I do think that they fit the car really well. And with the larger rims, you're actually gonna get less of a smooth drive because there's less of that space between the rim and the actual tire. So that's just what I personally believe. The Accord also has 12-way adjustable seats versus the Sonata's 8, so it does have a few more options there. But where the Sonata really shines is it's going to have 4 more inches of legroom. The heated seats are completely standard in the Sonata SEL, which again are not in the Honda Accord Sport. In addition, the Accord does not have blind spot collision assist, nor does it have rear cross traffic alert, safe exit warning, rear occupancy alert. And you know, the stopping distance of the Sonata is almost 3 feet better, so it's going to stop 3 feet before the Honda does. Now there are 9 airbags in the Sonata, and there are 8 airbags in the Accord. There are 6 speakers versus 4 speakers in the Honda Accord, so the sound system is going to be a lot more rich in this one. They are the same in the fuel economy, but the warranties on this vehicle are nearly double. All right, so that's it for now. Hopefully that was nice and concise. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. If you haven't already, like, thumbs up the video, subscribe to our channel. We have tons more content coming out. If you're curious, listen, I'm also thinking about doing a segment about how to buy a car as well, how to deal with a salesperson, how to, you know, buying a car right now, it's a lot different than it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. So I'm thinking about doing a smart shopper video, something like that. We can definitely set that up for you, because the smarter the customer is, the more we can see eye to eye with them when they come into the dealership. And it's kind of like a win-win scenario for salespeople around. So we do have a ton more content. I'm a Hyundai certified salesperson, a Mazda certified salesperson, Nissan certified, Mitsubishi, and we got tons more videos coming. So if you just are curious about any of those cars, if you're curious about cars in general, if you just like car videos, go ahead and like and subscribe. 2021 Elantra, we got a video for this one coming as well. Stay tuned for that one. Shout out to Raymond behind the camera. Shout out to HD, our GM. Shout out to Ishmael. Shout out to Ben Stark. Everyone here at Oarsman Hyundai is making it happen. If you guys want to buy a car, go ahead and give us a call. We're located in Laurel, Maryland. If you're anywhere in the country, go ahead and give us a call. I'm going to put down the number on the bottom of the screen. But yeah, I appreciate you guys dropping in on this video. Thanks.